I don't want it off. There we go. Okay, hello. This is Tammy Lowe, the Lazy Northern Gardener. And yesterday I did a Facebook Live video. It's just video. There's no audio apparently. So I just wanted to touch a couple quick things that I did yesterday and let you know what you missed because you didn't have the audio. So yesterday I went to Deneweth and it was rainy and cloudy and all the things that people say, oh, I can't go out and plant in. So I went to Deneweth. Deneweth is on 22 Mile and it's near Hayes Road. It's like within like a residential area, but it's huge. It's almost like a Disneyland for gardeners. There's lots of greenhouses, lots of plant life, lots of different garden related things like bamboo stakes or peony trellises or vases or whatever it is that you might need in gardening. So it's huge. It's Deneweth, Denewiths. And I will have a video coming out from the shots that I got from there. I got photos and I have videos there as well that I will share with you. So a couple good things about going out when it's rainy. And it was, I think I got there about 5 o'clock. And so the parking lot was empty. I got to park like right up at the front of the store, like right by the entrance, which is kind of nice. And I have carts. There are plenty of carts available, and the aisles were clear, and all kinds of good stuff that come from that. So that was yesterday, and I was looking for 2 more perennials for my client in Madison Heights. One is the zebra grass, which is not the same thing as porcupine grass, which is what they had recommended to me. Because porcupine grass stands straight up, whereas the zebra grass is very similar, but instead of standing straight up like a porcupine, it at the tops like flow over like a fountain. So that's the difference between the zebra grass and the porcupine grass. They didn't quite have that yet. I know last year when I was looking for it, a lot of places didn't have it until later on. Ooh, that's cold in my hand. Today, right now, I'm on my way to Ann Arbor to do a consultation, and my husband and I switched cars, and it's kind of disconcerting because I don't have my, oh, that's cool too. Hold on a minute. It's disconcerting, that's better, because I don't have my camera mount, my phone mount, and I don't have my sunglasses. But his car is really smooth, so it should be a good ride, and the air conditioning works. Very important for me. As you get up in age, you may understand a little bit more about the importance of air conditioning. So I went to Deneweth looking for zebra grass and for cup plant, which is a native species. It grows 8 to 10 feet tall. The flowers on top look like sunflowers, but they're not sunflowers, so they're not going to try to follow the sun like a sunflower would. And the leaves are cup-shaped around the stem. They wrap around the stem, cup-shaped, and they collect water. So the pollinators love to come to cup plants. Now they can spread a little bit. It depends on your tolerance for spreading, but they're really good for the back of a garden. So those are cup flowers, and then the zebra grass. And so I was going to put 3 zebra grasses. I'm going to add 2 more, and then I'm going to the one that's already there, and then I'm going to put in 2 cup plants in between the zebra grasses. So that was my plan, to look for those. And then I also wanted to look for Cardinal flower, which is an annual, and for cucumber starts. Although I did put some seeds in, some cucumber seeds. So I'm hoping they're going to pop up and start growing in time to get some nice cucumbers before squash bugs come, or the viruses come for the leaves, mosaic virus, or some kind of fungus, or whatever might go on with the cucumbers. So those are what I was looking for. It was a great opportunity to just take my time walking through the aisles, many aisles, many greenhouses, I ended up getting a whole lot more pepper plants, but not like off the wall pepper plants this year like I am with my tomatoes. They're standard peppers that we're going to eat a lot of, like red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers. So I did not go hog wild with the peppers with that. What else? And I did find the Cardinal flowers. I was expecting to see them in like a 4-inch pot on their own, but they were actually on a trellis that's about a foot tall trellis, and there are many vines. So I'm going to have to sort through the vines and then unwrap them from the little trellis and put it on my trellises. I think I bought 3 of those, and then I bought some more snapdragons, this time multicolor, and that's going to be for the cut flower garden. But I'm going to set this down for a minute because it's hurting my hand. Here we go. So you have to look at me through the steering wheel. Sorry. Okay, what I was trying to say yesterday is it was so rainy and cloudy. And it's supposed to be rainy and cloudy for not today, obviously. It was cloudy this morning. But we are going to get rain again in the afternoon. And I wanted to tell you something I told my friend yesterday about the benefits of gardening on days like that. It was cool and rainy, which is perfect, and cloudy, because, and I don't have my notes with me, of course, this time. I was ready yesterday. Because when it is cool and not sunny, and you are planting or transplanting in that weather, then you are not stressed by the heat, and your plants are not stressed by the heat. And you can do it the right way and take your time because the sun's not trying to kill you, right? And the other part is that, free water. Once you water in your plants, the next couple days that are going to be cloudy and rainy are going to take care of those plant watering for you. And rainwater is always going to be better than the stuff from your hose or from your city. And many times there are no bugs. No bugs. Many times. Many times there may be gnats, but there's not going to be like mosquitoes or other things like that. Many times while it's raining. So don't be afraid to go ahead and put a raincoat on or a hoodie and put on some long pants and get out there and plant your plants or transplant while things are nice and moist and wet and cloudy, because it's going to do you some good and it's going to do your plants some good. The other side benefit of going out while it's raining to do this work is that you get to see where the rain is actually accumulating in your yard. Is it going from the gutters just into the grass? Is it pooling at the gutters? Is it going near your house where it's going to seep into your basement? You have that chance while it's raining to see what water issues you might have and then fix them to prevent damage to your home, or consider using I'm driving, I shouldn't be looking at the camera, using the rains that come and that pool at your gutters, either putting a rain garden right there at the corner that would not be wet all the time. It's not like a mosquito breeder garden. It's the kind of garden that has plants that are used to this kind of, really wet, and then it's dry, so they get used to that. You also might think about channeling that water a little bit away from your home with like a gutter extension that's got holes in it, to an area that needs water all the time. You might also think about, like if you wanted to make a pond, this is a great time to use the rainwater to fill the pond. If you actually dug it out, put a liner, and then put like a plastic or something, or hoses or something that's going to be connected sort of to the gutter, that would channel that water over to where you want it to be. And I think I talked about rain barrels. I don't know, but if you haven't bought one yet, now's a great time to get it. Or if they're too expensive, like through like the online stores, then you might look for Marketplace or Craigslist to see if somebody is getting rid of them, and get as many of those hooked up as possible that you can use for later. Rainwater. Because rainwater is best. And yeah, I talked earlier about what you might use rainwater for. Probably not drinking, but you could if you wanted to, or if you needed to. Well, and the other part is, if you don't have rain barrels, that's okay. You could collect that rainwater anyway. You could put out buckets. You could put out trash cans. I might have said this one already too. But at any rate, don't discount rainwater, especially when it's raining. That's a perfect time to go out and do some of these things that you want to get done, and make sure everything is doing fine. Because if you're doing all your work while it's rainy, then when it's a sunny, beautiful day, you could just enjoy what you've done and sit back and watch the hummingbirds and the bees and the butterflies come and go. You could go to the beach. You could go on your boat. You could go on your vacation. You wouldn't have to worry about the work that has to be done still at home, because you would have already done it during the weather that's not so great. So, don't know if I mentioned it. It's Tammy Lowe, the Lazy Northern Gardener, and I was just recapping what happened yesterday. And today I am on my way to Ann Arbor to do a consultation for a flower garden plan, which is going to be so fun. And then I'm going to stop at a nursery that is in Ann Arbor as well, because they said they have the zebra grass that I need, so that's good. Although I'm in my husband's car, so I got to make sure I get it something I can put down on the seats or on the floor, so his car doesn't get as messy as mine. But little Subi has a nice rubber mat in the back of her that keeps things usually pretty clean. It's only when I have a car full of plants that I have to worry about that. So what else is going to tell you? Oh, today is supposed to get up to 76 or 7, I believe. Keep an eye on your plants. They're probably going to be okay, but if you have if you are trying to harden stuff off at all still, get them in the shade in the afternoons, when it's the afternoon, because that's when the sun is the hottest, and that's when they're most prone to sunburn. So put your little babies in the shade in the afternoon. Let them have morning sun. That's fine. We'll put them in the sun, or put them in the ground if you can. And then tomorrow is going to be 80 something. I thought I saw 87, like 80 ridiculous for this time of year, like middle of May. It's still the middle of May. So keep an eye on the things that you just newly planted. If there are extra leaves toward the bottoms of the plants that may be taking energy from the plants, it's okay to clip them, and that way their energy is going to be focused on the remaining leaves. Just don't go more than 1/3 of the plant. Don't trim off more than 1/3 of the plant. If you have beautiful flowers that are popping up right now that have flower heads, go ahead and clip them off before tomorrow's heat, so you will have some nice bouquets that you can bring indoors. You can go ahead and water like first thing in the morning. It's like I said though, it's going to rain. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, at least in my area. If it rains for you today, then don't worry about tomorrow morning. But tomorrow evening, like towards sunset, if it doesn't rain tomorrow, you might consider watering again, just because that super strong sun and air temperatures might take a toll on them. So I think that's all I've got for you for today, at least for right now. And I will be going to, I think it's Bourdain's, it might be in Ypsi. And it's kind of fun because the client's house I'm going to is near Eastern, which is where I graduated from in 1991. I know, you thought I was 29. So it's kind of like my old stomping grounds. It'll be interesting to see how things have changed a little bit, or a lot. So at any rate, it's Tammy Lowe, Lazy Northern Gardener, and I was just rehashing what I was doing from yesterday because the video had no sound. It's not your speakers, it's not your computer. It was on my fault on my end somewhere. And Monday I went to Telly's in Shelby Township, 24 near Shelby Road. Tuesday was Ray Wiegand's, which is on Romeo Plank, just north of 21 Mile. And then yesterday was Deneweth's Nursery, which is 22 Mile, I think it's just east of Hayes Road. And it's not a bad idea to go to nurseries to get starts if that's what you need to do. If you didn't start them with seeds, perfectly fine to do that because they usually know what they're doing. So, and a lot of times they'll have like a money back guarantee. Like if you plant them correctly, following the instructions, and your plant dies, maybe it's a perennial. Many of the places, these bigger places, will, as long as you have your receipt, will issue a refund or a replacement for those plants. Again, you must have done what they told you to do and done it right, and keep your receipt. But the smaller nurseries may not, and greenhouses, they may not. So, okay, that is all I can do for now. So I need to pay attention to my driving. People, apparently, now that it's sunny, they're very happy to drive like it's a Grand Prix. All right, y'all. I love you. I want you to learn and grow some more. And I will see you later when I'm not in a moving vehicle. Bye. Uh-oh, can't close it now. Ah!